Hey everybody, hey. I am here doing this video because I am currently at the courthouse, and I basically wanted to do this video to, just to, share with you all that life happens to me too. I have a great sense of humor, personality, and I love to talk to you all. I love fashion and all these different things. But, reality sets in, from time to time for everybody. And also, my lighting, guys, I've had, what do you call it? Oh, so I got married last November of 2016, actually. And it's so crazy because I thought that everything was good. In the beginning, I was very, very happy. I was very, very hopeful. It was something new. It was a new experience, and I thought that I knew the person, but apparently, I didn't. And sometimes you don't really know a person until you are with a person, or until you live with the person, or until something is serious. It's one thing to just hang out here and there and then leave and y'all go y'all separate ways and not really have to face one another on a regular daily basis. And for those who don't know, I have a huge responsibility of me and my 5 children. It's not just me. I'm like a whole package. But I definitely am doing this video because I want you all to know that life happens to me too. It's reality. But I also want to encourage you, ladies, or even men. If you've gone through a divorce, life still happens after a divorce. It's not always easy. It doesn't always feel good. And sometimes you don't want to hear the I told you shows from people. Sometimes, it gets very, very frustrating because, people are so quick to say I was right, or people are so quick to know, about how great this relationship is or whatever. People can talk and say so many different things, but the truth is, what it all boils down to is how you feel ultimately at the end of the day. What do you experience when nobody else is looking? How do you really feel? And sometimes it takes the courage. It takes courage to leave. It takes courage to say, you know what? I deserve better, and especially in such a short time, it doesn't feel good at all. However, you got to come to a grasp within yourself and a mindset to say, okay, what do I really want? Why am I here? Is my marriage worth saving? Just different things. You got to ask questions. Don't make your decisions based off of anybody else, because when you do that, it causes you to waver. And I can honestly say through this process, I've wavered in so many instances. And also, if you say that you're a Christian and you believe in Christ and different things like that, don't ignore signs. Don't ignore God. Don't ignore the voice of God. Yes, I believe that I was supposed to be married to this specific individual. Yes, and I do believe that it's a lesson that I had to learn too. And I did. One of the major lessons that I learned in this specific situation and scenario was to be anxious for nothing. Oftentimes we go through certain things and we want something so bad. We feel like, God, when is it going to be my turn? Is everybody else's turn? I've gone through this, I've gone through that. And we look at things that we see in people, and we look at things that we need, and we look at where we want to be, and we feel like sometimes people are the answers to those things. Everybody, I'm back. My video cut off on me earlier, but I just am now, not long ago, leaving the courthouse, and my clothes are doing some crazy things, and I just wanted to, to say, to be encouraged. God does everything for a reason. He does everything on purpose. Nothing happens by accident. All things work together for the good of them who loves him and to those who are called according to your purpose. You may be the reason why your divorce didn't work. You may not be the reason why your divorce didn't work. Your marriage didn't work. But always self-check. always look at you. Look at what you could have did better. Look at how you handled things, and just try to rise above those things. I'm a strong believer that everything happens for a reason. I don't regret anything. I don't. But I do know that the process can sometimes be very, very rocky. Sometimes it can hurt. Sometimes it could be irritating. Sometimes it could be frustrating. Sometimes it could be multiple different things. But I can guarantee you this: stay focused. We get weary on many different things. But don't let your decisions, especially if you've heard from God, get in the way of where you're going to. I love you all so much. And I just wanted to encourage y'all a little bit. It's been a roller coaster for me, honestly. But like I said, God has a way that's mighty sweet, that's so much bigger than me, so much bigger than you. Just be encouraged. I love you all. And I'll be back. Yes, so yeah, it was awkward being in the courthouse for the second time of my life. It really was. Like, I must say, it just was, because I never, one, thought that I would be there again. Two, I thought that this was it this time. And I was so wrong. But God still gets the glory. He still gets the glory. And when it's all said and done, what's meant for me is for me. What's not, will not. And I am saying that to encourage you. God has a plan and a way that's mighty sweet, that's bigger than us, bigger than what we see sometimes. The circumstance seems bigger than, what the outcome's gonna be. But God has a way. He has a way. Stay encouraged. Don't get in the way of you. Forgive yourself, forgive the other person, and trust God to do the mending during the process. Just because He's mending it doesn't mean that you have to get back together or anything like that. And I'm not just talking about marriages, because some people have children, some people in a marriage, and some people don't. Sometimes you're meant to just be friends. And sometimes it's meant to just walk away. However, as long as the forgiveness is pure there, on your part, you've done all that you could do. God will, He will do the other part. If the person's not receptive, if the person is nasty, if the person is ignorant, and even if the person is nice about it, He'll do it. He has a way that's mighty sweet. And so I love you guys. I love you guys so much. And I just want to see my people do great. Men, women, I just want to see us do great, and I do believe that, our stories that we experience are not for us. They're for somebody else. I'm sure that there's somebody who's gone through what I've gone through. I'm sure. And somebody at the time I was going through was able to encourage me. But then not only that, I'm sure that, my story, my testimony will encourage somebody. So, everything happens for a reason. Everything. And I'm going to continue to smile, because I know that this is my season and this is my time. And if you don't know that it's your season and it's your time, you need to go down and pray again. Because I'm telling you that it's your season and it's your time. If you're watching this video, trust in the Lord with all thine heart. Lean not into your own understanding, and in all your ways acknowledge Him. And remember, y'all, life really happens to me too. I love what I do. I love talking to you guys. I love getting on here. I love communicating with you all, and I love seeing great things happen and just everything. I do. I love everything about what God's given me to be who I am today. My desire is to be a blessing and be a light as He gives it to me. But remember, allow God to have His perfect work in your life. And remember, I go through things too. Even though I smile all the time, life does happen, but I won't lose my smile because I know who's in control. I love y'all so much. Follow me on Facebook under Danielle E. Mitchell, and follow me on Instagram under All in Abundance. This is who I am. And you know, although this is my second divorce, God told me that whatever He does, it's going to work this time, no matter what it is. Just because you go through certain things, it doesn't mean that you failed, and it doesn't mean that you're a failure. That just meant that you were one step closer to where He's taking you to. So stay encouraged, everyone, and I'll see you when I see you. Have a blessed day. Peace.